December 31st. It's a little later than we anticipated. It's almost 10 o'clock, I guess, on New Year's Eve. We're on the Rich Mountain Fire Tower Trail. It's part of the AT. We're just a mile or two outside of Hot Springs. And we were going to do this yesterday. But when we got up, it was spitting sleet and rain and snow. And this area was actually about a quarter inch, half inch in snow. And it was raining, and decided not to hike in the rain because it was only, what, 35? We're on the way out of Hot Springs today, and we're gonna drive by it anyway, so pulled over, parked, and here we are. Quarter to a half mile in, had to make a pit stop, pull off my puffy, my beanie, and my gloves, and restrap everything back on because I started to sweat.
Amber alert?
Amber alert. It's been fairly straight up so far, and it looks like it's going to be straight up over there too. It's going to be worth it. We're not far in. We've climbed quite a height. What the old GPS says here. We've gone 0.6 miles, and let's see, when we look at the altimeter, 361 feet, but I'll tell you what, it feels a whole lot more than that. Got here and saw this view, just thought I'd stop and turn on the camera and take a photo of it, just document it, because this is pretty nice. Still pretty chilly. What's my temperature gauge say back there? 45? Okay, so not too bad. Another beautiful little view vista we found on the way up here. I had to stop and mix some electrolytes. It's just my legs were feeling kind of funny. I realized I hadn't a whole lot of electrolytes in the last couple of days. So
just had a whole lot of beer.
Yeah, we're drinking a ton of beer. I got a whole lot of quinoa, ancient grains, and kale. That had its expected results, and I realized, you know what? I've been drinking a lot of water, but not a lot of electrolytes. So went ahead and took care of that, and we're going to continue on. It's so beautiful up here. Look, it's a little work getting up here, but I tell you what, it's worth it. Get out in nature. That mountain needs a shave. It's got a stubble.
It does.
But get out in nature, man. It is so worth it to see what, you know, Mother Nature provides. And remind us how small we really are.
Yes. And how little influence we actually have on them.
Yeah. We have no influence on this. She's been here for tens of thousands of years, and we'll be here for tens of thousands of years after we're gone.
Yep.
All right, that's enough philosophizing. Let's get on this trail. So we came to a pretty densely forested area here. We're about, I don't know, 4/10 of a mile from the towers, and it's pretty densely, you know, covered in here. So there's no sunshine getting back in here, and this is just a testament to how much it actually really snowed yesterday, and why we decided not to come up this mountain, because it was a really good choice. It was sleeting and raining and snowing, obviously, up at the higher elevations where we are now, above 3,000 feet. And so that was a good choice to not come down here up this yesterday. But it's nice and sunny, as you can see today, and we did it. All right, it was kind of worth it. There's a cell tower up here. All right, let's turn around and go back. We made it up. There's the fire tower. And I tell you what, it was a heck of a climb. But as usual, well worth it. We're way up here, but it was worth it. We decided not to go up the tower. Several people have told us that the steps are really icy. You know, we're the only ones up here. I doubt there's anybody else coming up this late in the day. So the better part of valor is prudence. We decided not to risk slipping and falling on the icy fire tower stairs, but I don't think you're going to see much more up there than you can see standing right here. But that's it from the pinnacle of Riches Mountain Fire Tower. We're going to head back down, and this little stretch right here is pretty treacherous. I think it's 0.15 miles off of the AT to the fire tower. It's a little blue blaze. But this little path is treacherous. All this melting snow and ice has got it pretty slick, pretty muddy. Underneath me there's a boot print where somebody slid pretty good. We're almost off this little trail anyway. Once we get back onto the AT proper, it's pretty easy going. It's just this last little section here where all this snow is still on the ground. We're working our way back down the mountain, and I mean, look at that. We're less than a half mile from the car. Someplace in the video I'll put the elevation chart. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest elevation increase trail we've done. It's some nutty amount, 1,200, about 2.5 miles. So it was quite steep in sections. It was a little bit of a challenge for us, but we did it. We got all the way to the fire tower. We're headed down here. We made it back down. We're at the parking area, and we got a little treat for ourselves. My brother, for Christmas, got me one of these tins that you make an old-fashioned with it. And it's got some sugar, some aromatic bitters, and it's got orange and ginger bitters. And it's got a stir stick and a muddler, a little linen coaster for your cup, and then some skewers if you have some fruit or whatnot to go with them. So I'm gonna make myself an old-fashioned in this little cup here. I'm gonna put my little linen coaster down, and in here we have sugar cubes. So I'm gonna put one sugar cube in there. I'm going to put 6 dashes of aromatic bitters. I'm going to put 2 dashes of grapefruit bitters. And then this is orange bitters. Put a couple of dashes of that in there. All right, and we'll put a couple of drops of water in here. And I'm going to use the muddler to break that sugar cube up. If we see down in there, let me get that all stir it up in there with the muddler. And then we put the whiskey, only the best.
Is that mine?
That is yours. That's some kind of cream stuff. What do you got?
Whatever you gave me. Wedding bells?
Tennessee, no, that's Tennessee Legend Dirty Cream. I have Woodford Reserve. So I'm gonna put about 2.5 ounces in there. Okay. A little for the brothers that couldn't make it. And then I'm going to stir this And I don't have any ice cubes. So, oh, it's tasty. So, that's it for now. We're done with this one. So, get outside. I mean, the worst that could happen is a mountain kills you. You drown, or bear eats you. We'll catch you guys on the next one.